For my Action Research project, I decided to organize a group of women to volunteer at Feeding America, a national nonprofit organization that fights hunger in America. I also organized a canned food drive so that people who could not participate in volunteering could still contribute to the cause. Before I came up with this idea, I did a few other things that inspired me to choose this as my project. First, I created a vision statement for myself. It is as follows. My vision is to serve others with love, honesty, and dedication in order to create a long-term solution for those in poverty. I want to provide accessible resources and care worldwide to people in need so that all may live dignified and joyful lives. Then I read Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. In this book, Sandberg talks about how women should be empowering each other to make positive change in the world. She says that sometimes our own biases against ourselves can be our greatest obstacle. Reading this book gave me a better understanding of who I am as a leader and inspired me to help other women see that they are all leaders too, and they have the ability to make a difference in the world. So with these things in mind, I chose to work with an organization that helps people in hunger, along with women in my sorority, in the hopes of inspiring them to go after their passions in the same way that I was going after mine. In my sorority's weekly meeting, I announced that I was planning a trip to Feeding America as my Action Research project, and I asked my sorority sisters to volunteer with me, or if they were unable to come, I asked them to bring in canned foods that we would donate to Feeding America. This way, everyone had a chance to participate. The response from my sisters was filled with excitement, positivity, and encouragement that I honestly did not expect. The 20 volunteer spots that I was given by the volunteer coordinator of Feeding America filled up right away. When the day arrived, I met with my volunteers and shared with them some information and statistics about those who are homeless and hungry. Then I shared with them my personal story of why I am passionate about those in poverty, and I encouraged them to find their own ways to make a difference in the community. Then we left to go to Feeding America. We volunteered there for 2 hours on a Wednesday night. We split up into groups along with the other volunteers there and tackled tasks such as cleaning food bins, sorting donated produce and bread, and saving packaged food that had been thrown away, though it was still perfectly fine to eat. Though none of us thought this was very glamorous, my sisters and I had a great time. I served as my single loop of feedback. The women who volunteered with me were my double loop, and Jules Mascari, the VP of Philanthropy in my sorority, served as my triple loop. Before we left to volunteer, I had all of the women coming with me answer a few questions on a survey I gave them, and when we got back, they answered a few more questions. This was a good way for me to get feedback from them without them feeling pressured to answer one way or another. The feedback that I received from them was overwhelmingly positive. Many of them thanked me for organizing the trip, and most said that they would like to volunteer more often and would do it again if given the opportunity. The goal for my project was to inspire the volunteers to go out and make an impact on their community, and that they have all the capabilities and resources that they need to do so. From this project, I learned that if you give people an opportunity to do good, most will take it. All of my participants wanted to help more and volunteer again. They felt they had a greater impact on the community after they volunteered. They were inspired to do more and help others. I learned that if we encourage and embrace others, they will do the same for you. I think that this is something that we, especially women, need to take advantage of. We should all be building each other up, not tearing each other down. I am proud of what we accomplished to help the hungry during my Action Research project, but I am more excited to see the impact that the women who came with me will make as they take what they learned from this project and apply it to their own lives.